If you think budget cuts won't affect you, think again. These cuts are not just numbers on a spreadsheet. They translate into real-world consequences that can impact every aspect of our lives. From emergency services to public health, the ripple effects are far-reaching and often devastating. And if you trust private companies to save the day, hold tight. Let's dive in. The notion that private enterprises can seamlessly fill the gaps left by public sector cuts is a comforting illusion, but it's not always grounded in reality. The recent wildfire crisis in Los Angeles has exposed a critical issue. Budget cuts to essential services like the LAFD can have devastating consequences. When the fire department's resources are stretched thin, response times increase and the ability to control and extinguish fires diminishes significantly. Mayor Karen Bass cut $17.6 million from the fire department's budget this year. This decision, while perhaps made with the intention of reallocating funds to other areas, has had unintended and severe repercussions. And guess what? 3 major fires burned over 20,000 acres. Coincidence? Maybe not. The correlation between reduced funding and increased disaster severity is hard to ignore. The city of Los Angeles, with its sprawling urban landscape and dense population, is particularly vulnerable to such crises. The lack of adequate funding for emergency services not only endangers lives, but also puts immense pressure on the city's infrastructure. But it's not just LA. Cities and towns across the globe are grappling with similar issues, where budget cuts to essential services are leaving communities exposed to greater risks. Budget cuts to disaster preparedness, climate resilience, and public safety are a global concern. From hurricanes in the Gulf Coast to floods in Europe, the lack of investment in these critical areas is a ticking time bomb. Now enter Elon Musk. Musk, with his ambitious ventures and innovative solutions, often steps into the spotlight as a potential savior in times of crisis. His companies, like Tesla and SpaceX, often step in where public services fall short. Tesla's electric vehicles and renewable energy solutions, along with SpaceX's advancements in space technology, are undeniably impressive, but relying too much on private innovation is a double-edged sword. While these companies can provide cutting-edge solutions, they are ultimately driven by profit motives, which can sometimes conflict with the public good. Tesla's energy solutions are great, but if profit trumps equitable access, vulnerable populations lose out. The high cost of these technologies can make them inaccessible to those who need them the most. SpaceX's Starlink brings internet to remote areas, but what if cost-cutting leaves these areas disconnected during emergencies? The reliability of these services during critical times is a major concern. To prevent disaster, we need balanced investment in public infrastructure and smarter public-private partnerships. These partnerships should be designed to complement, not replace, the essential services provided by the public sector. Let's ensure that innovation serves everyone, not just the highest bidder. The goal should be to create a resilient and inclusive society where everyone has access to the resources they need to thrive. The lesson? It's clear. Well-funded, accountable public services are irreplaceable. They form the backbone of a functioning society and are crucial for managing crises effectively. Both public officials and private innovators have a role in building a resilient, sustainable future. Collaboration between these sectors can lead to innovative solutions that benefit everyone. Let's make sure they do it right. By fostering a cooperative approach, we can ensure that the strengths of both the public and private sectors are harnessed to create a safer, more equitable world. The future depends on our ability to balance innovation with public accountability. Let's work together to build a world where everyone can thrive, regardless of their socioeconomic status.